just telling some that they will either leave the country or he will jail them or escort them to their maker. That's on the story of page 2. You have got Stuart Mazaya there, quoted, as well as Eric Theuri, who is the LSK president. Story continues on page 2 there, asking the president to take back his word as far as that is concerned. And finally, on the front page of the Star newspaper, before we get into the details, why Ruto forays threatened Raila's political bastions. Ruto has been on a 5-day charm offensive in Western region, and now Odinga troops claim that president has begun 2027 campaign. Is it? Mr. Mudenyo.
Probably let me pick up where my friend Mheshimiwa Soshon has left off. The sugar sector, the sugar issue is a very unfortunate story. And for many years...
But you agree that something has to be done?
It has to be done.
Okay.
It's an unfortunate story. It's long overdue. Unfortunately, as he has put it, it has been used as a campaign tool, as a campaign agenda. Every year, every election year, every president who comes in, every minister who is appointed to that docket always trivializes the sugar issues. While in other places they write off dates in the coffee, for tea, for everything. When it comes to sugar cane farmers, they're treated as second-class citizens.
But even the president said that's going to be written off, the sugar industry.
I mean, they have said so many years. At one time, he was a minister of agriculture during the Nusumukate government. He saw the sugar sector the way it was. He treated it the way he treated it. He was a beneficiary of the cartels. He left it there. He came in as a deputy president. He has done nothing. They kept on coming and lying to people of Western Kenya that they will sort out the sugar industry. Nothing. They have come again. All that is doing now, they want to replace the cartels. You know, here in this country, we have the forest. What changes are the monkeys. The new monkeys have come in. They want to replace the monkeys that were in the forest, so they become beneficiary. It's all that about business interest, is not about the farmers of Western Kenya. We have sung all the years that we surely need to rectify the situation in the sugar industry. Nobody has listened. And as Association has said it, many of the politicians around that area, Mumia's area, and there have been beneficiaries of these sugar cartels. Even his colleague who purported almost being appointed to be CAS, some of them are people who have brought down Mumia sugar, who have looted Mumia sugar all the years. So essentially, it's just PR. There's nothing to it.
But apart from
I can assure you.
When you look at the crystal ball, Mheshimiwa, at the end of the day, you come from that region. Some of us just tour that region because of a reason or two. But when you look at the entire ecosystem around Mumia sugar, just an example, it's in deplorable state.
Very bad. In fact, sugarcane farmers are the most impoverished people in this country, are the most people who suffer the most. All that they are used for is political rhetoric. Next year, somebody else will come. The other year, somebody else will come. The other year, somebody else will come. The cartels will keep on changing. They will do this and this. Last time, the last parliament, Mheshimiwa Munyinyi brought an amendment, a new sugar bill. We debated in the National Assembly. When it went to the Senate, these guys of Kenya Kwisha, who are in the Senate, Kenya Kwanza, right, went and killed it completely. We have now again reintroduced it. The kind of fight we are being subjected to, the kind of resistance we are being subjected to, is such an extent, we wonder even if that bill will ever see the light of the day.
What was the bill all about?
The bill was about to introduce the Sugar Board. Initially, remember, before the Crop Act, before we formed AFA, we used to have the Sugar Board that used to manage the sugar issues, sugar cane issues and the sugar issues all together. But when we brought in AFA, I think 2009, we killed the Sugar Board. When you kill the Sugar Board, we now left the regulations and management of the sugar sector to a cartel that surrounds a certain category of people. And this cartel are the ones who, first of all, imported, remember, the sugar called mercury sugar. The same cartel that imported the sugar that was condemned, that found its way in a warehouse in Thika, that was stolen overnight, and there was KRA seals on the go down. It's the same cartel. So we are replacing one cartel with another. And you know very well, the sugar that was stolen, that is now back, it has found its way into the market, was stolen in a go down in Thika. And there was KRA seals on that go down.
Okay.
And the police know who stole the sugar.
Okay.
And everybody knows who has the sugar. And that sugar was stolen by politicians and members who hold very serious big positions in the Kenya Kwanza government.
We can't authenticate
but you know, it needs to substantiate, Victor. You cannot say being held by Kenya Kwanza leaders. He needs to substantiate. You cannot come on a national TV and start claiming that colleagues from our coalition are the cartels.
Yeah, that's something.
If Mheshimiwa has that, he needs to substantiate or withdraw from that particular statement.
We can't authenticate.
Yes.
Fine. For now, let me put it on hold there. But there's already, as we said, there's already an investigation.
Let's take a break.
Parliament is also investigating.
Yes.
The details will come out very soon.
Let's take a break. Okay, let's take a break. When we come back, we want to talk about the sugar issue. It's so sweet, at the same time it's so sour. We need this issue to be sorted once and for all. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.